On her first ride on the subway, the girl noticed a designer handbag worth millions sitting on the seat ahead of her. Taking advantage of the fact that no one was paying attention, she quickly grabbed the bag and got off the train. Opening it up, she found an ID card inside. She guessed it probably belonged to the owner of the bag. Being a kind-hearted person, she decided to return it. Based on the address on the card, she personally went to the owner's place to hand it back. It was a secluded apartment, and when Mary politely knocked on the door, an elegant woman answered. But strangely, when she saw the lost designer bag, the woman seemed completely indifferent. Instead, she warmly invited Mary inside for coffee. Mary had initially planned to do a good deed without expecting anything in return, but the woman kept insisting. Reluctantly, Mary agreed, unaware that she was walking right into a trap. As soon as she sat down and picked up her cup, Mary heard knocking sounds coming from next door. The woman explained that the neighbors were renovating and even yelled a warning toward them. After that, everything went silent. Mary didn't think much of it. The woman then started talking to Mary. She said her husband had passed away unexpectedly, and her daughter was studying in Paris. Sometimes, she felt very lonely at home. Whenever she missed her daughter, she played the piano to express her feelings. Mary, deeply moved, empathized with her. She told the woman that her own mother had passed away, and she was also working alone in a foreign country. Perhaps because they were both lonely, they found more and more common ground, and their conversation became more and more engaging. It felt as if they had known each other for years. Looking at this gentle woman, Mary shared that she was a bit slow to warm up to people but would eventually become very clingy, like chewing gum, once she got comfortable. Little did she know, this was exactly what the woman wanted. Afterward, they exchanged phone numbers. At that moment, Mary still didn't realize that danger was slowly creeping closer. That night, the woman called Mary. She asked if she could accompany her the next day to adopt a dog so she wouldn't feel so lonely. Mary, being kind-hearted, immediately agreed. Her best friend tried to warn her, saying, "Don't trust strangers so easily. You don't even know if she's a good person. Be cautious and stay alert." But Mary brushed off the warning, convinced the woman was harmless. She resolutely agreed to go with her to adopt the dog. The two even took a walk in the park together. Mary patiently taught the woman how to take photos with a smartphone. In the days that followed, they became close friends despite their age difference. Mary would visit the woman's house after work, and they spent every day together. Whenever they were bored, they played the piano or chatted. Over time, Mary came to view this woman, who felt like a second mother, as her emotional support. What she didn't know, however, was that everything was part of a trap. Her best friend repeatedly advised her to keep a distance from the woman, but Mary refused to listen. She continued visiting the woman for dinner. On one such evening, the woman had prepared a candlelit dinner. She told Mary there were candles in the cupboard and asked her to help set them on the table. But when Mary opened the cupboard, she was stunned. Inside, there were hundreds of designer bags, all identical to the one she had found earlier. Each bag had a label on it, with a name and phone number written on it. To her shock, her own information was also on one of the labels. Mary suddenly realized the danger. While the woman was in the kitchen, she hastily opened one of the bags and found the same ID card inside. What's more, behind the bag was the identity information of the next victim. It dawned on Mary that she had fallen into a trap. She quickly pretended to have a stomachache and politely declined the dinner, then rushed out of the house.